Lovely. Right. Excuse me 1 minute. Let's just get this sorted out properly. I did a video a little bit earlier and that's improved the location much better. The last one I did I was in a bit of shadow and then one light bulb over there. Me and my boy like this. Some of them never work out. Bright ideas, light bulb. Okay, well, there you go. Stuart trying to be funny. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the madhouse that is planet Earth at the moment, especially 2025, 6 days in, and the world's gone absolutely potty. I'm sitting back and enjoying it, to be honest with you, because it's everything that everybody's kicking off about of late is stuff that I've been talking about for years. Apart from my own guilt, if you like, you know, I hold my hands up, ladies and gentlemen. I've known about this. Well, I first heard about this probably about 8 years ago, but I never delved too deep because I suppose I was one of those that you know what the onslaught's going to be. You know what the onslaught you're going to get. You know what is coming. So I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of remaining silent because I was speaking 8 years ago about everything else, and Palestine and Israel, and, you know, I was talking about history and immigration and well, there's 2 subjects I believe thinking about it I didn't breach or broach, and that was sex trafficking or trafficking and the rape gangs, if you like. They're not grooming gangs, they're rape gangs. But the thing is, it's just got progressively worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I believe, what I do know, this has been going on now for at least the last 20, maybe 25 years, maybe even longer. But it wasn't as big and huge as it is now, because it's worse, far, far, far worse today than it's ever been. So it's okay, fair enough, that Starmer, who was head of the Crown Prosecution Service back in the days of Jimmy Savile, nothing to see here. Rather than that, his excuses about reform was introduced back then, whenever. He may well have introduced reform after an independent inquiry, or however it came about back then. But the thing is, nothing was ever done. Year on, we'll nick half a dozen, we'll put them away if one thinks we're doing something. It don't quite work like that, does it? Not when you've got thousands and thousands and thousands of crimes and thousands of victims. It doesn't quite work like that if you nick off a dozen and think the public are going to fall for it. When people, families and parents that have children and grandparents that have grandchildren that have been subjected to drink, alcohol and drugs and then rapes, we're talking about 12, 13-year-olds and some even younger. Multiple times by multiple Pakistani men. One big cover-up, one big corruption show. There's nothing to see here. Well, there's plenty to see here now, isn't there? And after all that, all I want to say is I demand the release of Tommy Robinson. And I demand the release of Tommy from immediate effect. And then the other political prisoner. And by the way, while we're on the subject of Tommy, his breach of court accusations was brought against a government solicitor, so a government lawyer, which makes it political. Because it's very, very rare that a government lawyer would get involved in a civil case. Nothing to see here. No one's been hurt. No one's been subjected to any criminality, or no one's lost out financially or lost anything. Like the person involved in the breach of court is not harmed anybody in any way. But the thing being is a political prisoner because the government employed a lawyer to get involved in the case. Tommy's got 18 months. Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence? So there's many, much things to come out. And by the way, may I add, I don't recall Tommy ever asking to be a member of the Reform UK Party. He never has requested an application form or even asked to become a member. He doesn't want to. Tommy's quite happy doing what he's doing. Tommy, in actual fact, could start his own. Well, he has. He's got his own movement. He's got more members in his movement than what the Reform UK Party's got in theirs. In fact, it's all of Tommy's, if not 95%, if not more, of Tommy's supporters who actually voted for Reform in the first place. So, well done, Nigel. You put your boot right in it and you've just done 50% of your membership. At least. So, you think you're being smart, you think you're being clever. I always thought you were smart. I always thought you was clever, but I never ever trusted you. I'll tell you why. Because Nigel Farage is all about Nigel Farage. You know, although you've gone on the missing list tonight, you're not on your usual 8 o'clock, are you, on JB? You've gone on a missing list and you've got Martin standing in for you. But Elon Musk is absolutely right as far as I'm concerned. You are not the man for the job. And Richard Tice is neither the man for the job, and the other one, that Yusuf geezer, all three of you, as far as I'm concerned, have to go. I want to see Ben Habib, leader of the Reform UK Party, and I want to see Rupert Lowe as his number 2. And then maybe, with that double X, we don't need Tommy, we've still got our movement. We don't need Reform UK, we don't need anybody. We have our movement. We also have the pledge. The pledge.org.uk. It's out there, it's on my X feed, and it's on my Facebook feed, so it's doing the rounds at the moment, it's flying. well, I don't know, the aim was 100,000 before January. I'm not sure what he's up to. I think the last count is up to around about 70,000, 68,000. I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't doubled in the last week, because he's really doing the rounds now. Every time I'm posting on X, out goes the pledge for people to sign up and see it. They can go to the link, click on the link, it'll bring it up, you can read it all for yourself. If you agree with everything, then all you do, put in your email address and then you just sign it, and the way it goes, and you know, you get all the newsletters and things like that. Same as people that are signing up to this are involved with Tommy, and also with the events that we're doing at the moment, and will also be taking place, the next one will be taking place on February the 1st, which is in a 3-4 weeks time. No, that's for a free Tommy. It's more or less is a demonstration, but it's a peaceful demonstration, as always. No masks, no facial coverings, come in peace, loving. It's about just giving our support to Tommy and Peter Lynch, lots of Peter Lynch, God rest his soul. And also to the other 70 in total, political prisoners that have been banged up for nothing more than naughty social media posts. Compare that to what the country's had to put up with in the last 6 months since Sir Two-Tier has been in charge. They're looking up Tommy Robinson. What do you think he's going to get when his turn comes around? No, he'll be gone. Well, I'm out of here. Going to his back cave, never be seen again. That's enough of that anyway. I'll try to keep it light. I know there's been one swear word in sight, and I've been very, very good of late. Because if you like, I've got Jesus back in my life. You know, I've asked and I've received, and I look at life in a different light now. I've got rid of a lot of anger, a lot of anger. I'm not going to go into details because it's my private life, but I've got rid of a lot of anger, and now I can just settle down, maybe enjoy my retirement, a little bit more peace, a lot more peace. And this keeps me going. This takes up a lot of my time. You have to keep up with the latest news. You have to keep up with what's going on. You have to also be able to do this sort of thing, I suppose, and have the capability to do it. And I'm just a lowly, very lowly, but I do what I can. I do what I can. I've been doing this since 2009. I've never took a penny for it. You know, I've never asked for a penny for it. All I ask for is that if you like the content, you like it, maybe give it a subscription and ring on that bell. And, you know, maybe even share it. And then, you know, more people that see this, and more people that like it, share it, and the more reach it has. Hopefully, don't shoot the messenger, yeah? I'm just the messenger. Don't cancel me, please. don't kill me, don't cancel me. Right, Matt, you all enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you all for watching. Ta-ra.